as a person in charge, if you like, of our trust named Te Tohu Tākaro, or Aotearoa Charitable Trust, and translated back as the Aotearoa Māori Sports Awards Charitable Trust. Its existence is 29 years old, started in 1991 by the late Albie Pryor. This year we celebrate 29 years, but in between times we have grown from just celebrating annual excellence of Māori achieving in sport to scholarships, our tamariki and the kura kaupapa schools, and of course researching and keeping a database of all that past history dating back some 136 years, back to 1883. All these great athletes of the past are mentors in their own right, and their families, because families are huge in the sport. We've got to tell our nation, not only our Māori nation, the Tauiwi, the non-Māori nation of Aotearoa, these stories about these past greats. We need to know about the Māori sporting history and what they have contributed to the success of our nation. Mana is of course a small word in as far as the syllables of the name goes, but behind that the huge meaning of the word mana. It's inherited success of our Māori athletes. We need to tell that story, whether it be as a Māori sporting organisation or a non-Māori sporting organisation, or even at a club scene with all those sports. It would be like how do we inspire our young, you know? So if those youngs know about Ruia Morrison, 1959 I think, at Stanley Street Beach, she beat the great Margaret Smith, male Margaret Court, the holder of the most Grand Slams. And this year we celebrate 60 years since that, I believe, and she'll be honoured at the ASB Classic in the final. Jane Tehera, who's the first Māori woman to represent our nation in 3 sports. And then we have our first Māori doctor, Dr. Maui Pomari, who went to the States to study his medical side, and of course he also is a tennis and cricket player, and he ended up winning the US University Tennis Championships in 1899. And of course then we go back to the famous 1888 native rugby team that went on that amazing tour to Australia and England and the nations over there. Amazing. And he was one of the marketer and promoter of that. So not only was a player, he had the administration skills of those times. So this research, while it's a taonga just sitting there, it needs to be enlightened out into the rest of the world. For that very reason, as a mentor for our young and our past history. And they think, goodness, if they could do that then, we can do that now. That's the challenge.